Hello and welcome back. As always, my name is Laser and today I want to share with you guys my thoughts on the current ranking system and the real road to rank 1. Now I want to focus the video on how things currently stand in rank play and what future plans Blizzard has for the competitive format. First, let me tackle MMR. You may hear the term MMR get thrown around a lot, but not all people know what this actually means. MMR stands for Match Making Rating. You get matched with and against other players based on this rating, so it's a very important rating. Unfortunately, it is not a visible one, Blizzard opting to hide the actual MMR from the players. Is that a good or a bad thing? Opinions vary, but I personally do not mind that the MMR is hidden, as it discourages discrimination based on an arbitrary number. Just because a player has high MMR does not mean he or she is a very good player, and just because a player has lower MMR does not necessarily mean he or she is an awful player. A player can just have low MMR for a number of reasons, maybe a couple of unlucky breaks, or disconnects, or bad teammates. Equally, a player can have high MMR because of his teammates, and those are just a few examples. In general, I do not encourage judging a specific player by MMR alone, that's just stupid. There are ways one can track MMR though, through sites such as HotSlogs, which try to keep a record of a player's MMR. However, such sites do not possess the complete statistics, therefore the information displayed is not 100% accurate, but can provide an acceptable estimate. Currently in Heroes of the Storm you start at rank 50 and can climb all the way to rank 1. Winning or losing a game will award or subtract points which determine your rank. How many points you get or lose is based off of the MMR of the opposing team, meaning that if the enemy team is equally rated as your own, you will be awarded or penalized with 100 points depending on the outcome of the match. If the enemy team is higher rated than your own, then you will get more than 100 points in case of a win, up to a maximum of 200, and in case of a defeat you will lose less than 100 points. Obviously vice versa applies. Now I would like to share with you my experience in ranked. Initially I started off solo queuing in Hero League and quickly got up to about rank 12, 15, something like that. I am the type of player that does not whine and cry about specific heroes being overpowered, and instead I choose to play them as much as possible. So at the start I was playing Stitches a lot, as well as Thrall and Illidan. You must understand that in a MOBA there will always be imbalances, and that perfect balance will never be a reality. I would recommend you exploit the heroes which can decide a match and are considered overpowered. If you play ranked, then I assume you play to win. You play to be competitive. If you just wanna have some fun, there's quick match or versus AI modes. So from my point of view, it is not only normal but warranted to use the most competitive heroes in ranked. After a while, I was noticing I was bouncing around rank 7 to rank 9 and I was not really making any solid progress for various reasons. So the first thing I did is to expand my roster of heroes to cover all possible roles and at least a backup for each, of course prioritizing the most competitive heroes of their own role. If you want to be competitive and have a large grasp on the actual game, then you should play all roles. Nobody says you can't have a favorite, but going into rank with the I only play this or I only play that mentality will get you nowhere fast. After that I looked to form a group of people which I can regularly play with and have a decent skill level and attitude. Once this was done, which was not exactly easy, getting to rank 1 was a snap. Think I went from rank 8 to 1 in about 2 days, during which I must have played something like 20 games maximum. Now, while climbing the ladder, one would assume you meet better and better players with a healthy attitude, right? Well, yes and no. From my experience, yes, you do meet better players the higher your rank is, but that does not mean you do not see any more trolls or raging children or master scrub flamers and so on and so forth. So my advice is to keep the actual communication to a necessary minimum. Trying to explain to people what you think and how you feel something should be done almost never gets you a good reaction. Almost. I have met people which reacted positively to a bit of constructive criticism. Again, this is my experience, your mileage may vary. Now let's talk about some upcoming changes to ranked play. First, let's get something clear. The current matchmaking is suboptimal to say the very least. Blizzard openly acknowledging that there are errors which need fixing. We are currently in pre-season mode, meaning that mostly everything we achieve does not really matter, so don't stress too much over your rank. Take it as an opportunity to test and learn. A set of placement matches will be implemented at the start of the official season, which should last for about 3 months according to Blizzard. What are placement matches? Well, it is a similar system to the one Riot Games uses for League of Legends. You will have to do a series of placement matches which will determine your starting rank, so we will no longer start at rank 15 necessarily. It is unclear at this point how many matches we will have to do before we finish this phase, but during the placement matches a player's rank will not be displayed. They are also looking to add a bonus point system. Bonus points are awarded to individual players on the winning team if their personal skill rating or MMR is outpacing their visible ranking. This can happen if a player wins several games in a row and can help get them closer to an accurate ranking. Rank 1 will no longer be the highest rank you can achieve. There will be a Grandmaster rating above rank 1, which will display your exact position among your fellow Grandmasters. A trophy page will be implemented where one can show off his or her achievements in rank play. You will be rewarded based on the highest rank you achieved during a season. Other changes include lowering the gold cost of creating a ranked team from 1000 gold to 500 gold, maximum 4-player parties in Hero League, and potential hero bans for Team League. Finally! Well, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, like or dislike however you feel about the video, subscribe if you enjoy our content, and I will see you again soon.